Hello, hi, welcome. I was journaling just now and I kind of stopped because I'm like, maybe I should just film and make a video about it. So here I am. I was just kind of reflecting on my life per usual. More so like this past week, just because like, I don't know. Things are just like, there's so much happening, there's so much not happening. There's just a lot of things. It's just things going on, I guess. I think like my advice or like my thing that I keep having to tell myself is to just keep going. Last week, for example, like towards like last weekend, I found myself like beating myself up because I'm just letting you know right now, I'm gonna be saying the word like a lot. Like, I don't know how. See, it's just, I'm gonna work on not saying like in between every word, but I feel like if I do that, it's gonna be a very, I'm gonna be talking so slow. So, like, yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna try though. I'm actually gonna like try to stop because when I edit, it's so hard for me to not want to cut me saying like out of every sentence. But then if I do that, it's literally gonna sound like me talking like you know. So I'm gonna do my best, but just bear with me. I was reflecting on last week and I was beating myself up during the weekend because I wasn't really on top of my shit the way that I was the week before. And the thing is though, because I still managed to get all the stuff that I like set for last week to get done, like it all still got accomplished, maybe not in the manner that I would have like wanted it to or like planned for it to. But that's the thing, like every day is different, every week is different. You literally just have to keep going though. And that's kind of like the thing I've been having to tell myself as of late. You just have to keep going because nothing's gonna stop. Life isn't gonna stop, the world isn't gonna stop, time isn't gonna stop. Like everything, like you just have to keep going. And as you continue to move through things, like it's gonna get easier. Why did I say it like that? It is gonna get easier though. Like even when I think back to times where I was really going through it, like when I was like 17 to 19 specifically, like that was probably one of the darkest times for me in terms of my mental health. Yet had I not had the idea of like I'm gonna devote myself to my well-being, and as far away as where I am now felt, I'm gonna get there. That was kind of what I had in my head. And that's kind of like, I guess I'm looking at it in two different ways. I'm thinking about like things that felt so far away in terms of like goals and just states of being and things like that, but also just like everyday life. Like you literally just have to keep going. Like, okay, you're not having a good day, that's fine, there's always tomorrow.
It is amazing how the mysteries of life work. I mean, after every dark night, there is a bright day. And that always gives me hope.
And even today, like I woke up today with the craziest headache and I genuinely thought my day was not going to be as productive and as like enjoyable as it's been. Like today's actually been a really good day, and if I had just decided to stay in bed and rot, it would have been, I'd probably be in a completely different mood right now, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Like I woke up and my head was hurting, and eventually, thankfully, as I moved through the day, I started to feel better. I mean, if your head's hurting and if you're going through it, then you're going through it. But anyways, what I'm trying to say is you just have to keep going, okay? Like I remember like even when I used to tell myself to keep going, like in my head when I was younger, granted I'm 25 now, so when I say I was younger, I'm thinking again back to like that late teens, early 20s kind of time. But even when I used to tell myself that, especially when I was deep in my shit, it was something I didn't really want to hear because it's like, yes, like that's what I'm doing. But at the same time, it's also like, I wonder where I would be if I didn't constantly have that in my head. Like if I didn't have either people telling me to keep going or me telling myself. And I think you telling yourself is way more important because like if you, people can say things to you and like give you advice, but if you don't have like that belief and that devotion yourself, then it can only go so far, I feel, if that makes sense. I don't know, just thinking about my day-to-day life and like when things aren't going exactly as planned, like I'm becoming a lot more graceful with myself when I am in situations like that, because okay, just because things aren't going as planned does not mean this is the end all be all. I can keep going, things are gonna get easier, things are gonna figure themselves out as I go. And I feel like that's literally how my life has been going. Like, I figure it out as I go. I do what I can. I do my best to stay in like a good state of mind. Like, I feel like I'm no longer in a place where I'm like feeding into certain thoughts, and I'm able to separate myself from those thoughts, which is very like, even like saying that right now, I'm like, damn. Like, sometimes I'm like, I wish I was who I am now when I was younger, because things would have felt so much easier to deal with. But who I am now wouldn't have happened without that version of me, because that version of me taught me how to be who I am now, if that makes sense. I don't know. This is definitely one of those like thinking out loud kind of videos, because I didn't plan it. I'm not like, usually I would like write like a whole spiel or like have like an idea of what I want to talk about, and then I would talk about it. And like, granted, I did journal a little bit, but I'm just like, just bear with me. Yeah, you literally just have to keep going. You have to keep moving, because even if you decide to like not do anything to stop, or to like not, what am I trying to say? It all starts with you at the end of the day. I feel like I said this in one of my other videos. I think the one where I was talking about your dream life will cost you your current one. But it really, at least for me, like from my experience, it really does just take that extra effort, whether it's like a physical thing I have to do or just like something I have to like keep in my head, like to reassure myself. And I'm like, damn, because I remember like things used to feel so hard and so impossible to get through, but then I got through it, and damn, like when I think about those times, like it's so wild to me, because I feel like that's a whole different lifetime that I lived, and it wasn't even that long ago. But again, like, had I not devoted myself to, okay, I sound like I'm being repetitive, but like, I guess I am, because it really is like the truth in my opinion. Like, this is really like like, you can't expect yourself to get to a certain point in life that you see yourself being in if you don't actually like work towards that, and actually like put the effort in some capacity. Like, I know sometimes it can be really hard depending on where you are in life right now, but it literally, you just have to start off small, and as you do the small things, they gradually build themselves up, and things get easier as it goes, like as you grow and as time moves. I guess that's all I have to say, really. I don't want to keep repeating myself. But yeah, like, you literally just have to keep going, and I guess just not give up. And I feel like these are very like duh, like obvious cliche things to say, but I think it's very true. And I feel like, again, like, had I not told myself that, like, okay, like, regardless of where I am right now, like, I'm just gonna keep going, and that's literally where I am right now too. Like, I'm not exactly in the exact place I want to be, but I'm also very accepting of where I am right now, because where I am right now is fine, and I'm literally like building the foundation to like the place I'm like trying to get to. But, and like, I'm thinking about it this way, but I'm like, this is literally the same thing I did back when I was in like my deep dark times, like, it's the same thing that I'm doing. It's just the difference is I'm in like a different headspace now. So yeah, I guess when I think about it that way, I've always just been doing this, and you're just going to continue growing and evolving. Wow, it's actually so crazy. Like, I'm having like a little like moment, because yeah, like, I feel like I didn't just start doing this. Like, I've been on this type of time. Like, I've been knowing that like I have to keep going. I have to keep putting in the effort. I have to keep trying, and every day it's going to look different, but that's okay, because as long as I'm trying and doing my best at whatever it is that I need to get done, that's okay. And the more I do that, the more I grow, the more I evolve. I'm not rushing anything. It's okay. Yeah. Okay, that's it.